I learned the importance of listening to the patient when I was a third-year medical student. You know, you study science and you study textbooks and you study journals and evidence-based medicine in medical school to become a physician and to become a surgeon to treat people. And because we have so many abilities to help people when they're sick, it's easy for people to think that doctors really know what they're doing all the time. The truth is that life is biological, that is the body, but the purpose of life is spiritual, and that is the soul. I started learning about this when I left the library, stopped studying the books and started trying to apply the knowledge I was learning to taking care of patients. I learned it by listening to my patients and learning from my patients. I inherited a patient when I changed services, an elderly woman with chest pain that really drove this point home. I was working at Emory Hospital, and it was just a cardiology center of America, of the world really, and the cardiologists there were just top-notch. What she needed to have done was a cardiac catheterization. I assured her that, well, she has a great medical team and that she would do really well, but she just said to me she didn't want to do it because she was afraid she would die. And I became friends with her over the weeks, and eventually she shared with me what her life was like when she was a little girl, and I found out about her and I told her about myself as well. And after a couple of weeks, she asked me, she said, "Is it important to you that I do this procedure?" And I said it was, because I was just a medical student, but the cardiologist told me that they really need to do catheterization, find out what was causing her chest pain. I was there in the cath lab, and she had the procedure, and suddenly during the procedure she died. And it was shocking to the cardiologist, and they did everything to resuscitate her, but she wouldn't come back. I just about gave up. And after 2 minutes, her heart started beating again. And we got her to the ICU and the whole 9 yards, and I was grateful that she was alive, but I was ashamed I hadn't listened to her. And I went back to see her when she woke up, and I told her what had happened, and she stopped me. She said, "Michael, I was there. I know exactly what happened." And she described to me that when she died, she was floating above the room, and she was looking down, and she was deciding that maybe it was time to leave. And then she saw me looking really frantic, and she said, "I came back because I didn't want you to suffer so much. I wanted to come back to tell you that I was okay, and that I didn't want you so early in your career to be so heartbroken." That was the moment I understood as a medical student over 30 years ago that there's so much more to life than just the body. There is the soul, and we don't understand as doctors and surgeons. We do fancy things and we can help cure disease, but we truly don't understand the miracle of life and the eternity of the soul. My patient taught me that, and I think that's something that I learned. Always listen to the patient and always have faith and believe in the eternity of life. For that gift, I am forever grateful. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to my channel. You know, YouTube things.